In a single second, absolutely all the screens on the planet go dark, plunging billions of people into a sticky, freezing panic. The digital civilization that has been built for decades collapses in a fraction of a moment. Money in banks turns into useless bytes, and cards in wallets become ordinary pieces of plastic. Are you ready to find out how exactly our world will collapse in just the first 24 hours without the internet? Welcome to the chronicle of global collapse, into the most terrifying day of digital darkness. The first minute, millions of smartphones simultaneously display blank screens with no network. People habitually refresh news feeds, but see only endless loading errors. Mild confusion on the faces of passers-by in the streets of megacities quickly turns into anxious whispers. The first alarm, pilots of hundreds of passenger planes in the air lose contact with ground dispatchers. Navigation systems go blind, forcing crews to rely entirely on manual control in the blind. Trains stop in the subway, trapping millions of passengers in dark, underground tunnels. Traffic lights go out all over the world, turning busy intersections into zones of fatal accidents. Just 1 hour passes, and panic already engulfs the planet's financial centers. Stock exchanges halt trading because algorithms can no longer process a single transaction. ATMs stop dispensing cash, and store terminals display connection errors. Crowds of people storm bank counters, demanding their hard-earned paper money back. But cashiers spread their hands. Digital databases are unavailable to any bank. 3 hours pass, and stores rapidly begin to empty under the onslaught of frightened shoppers. Shopping carts are packed with canned goods, water, and batteries in a gruesome crush and fights for goods. Barcode scanners do not work. Sellers try to calculate prices manually, but there isn't enough time for everyone. 6 hours pass, and familiar mobile communications and messengers completely disappear. No one can call loved ones to find out if they are safe at home or at work. Loneliness engulfs humanity with a wave of sticky, primal fear. Rumors spread at incredible speed. Someone screams about the beginning of a third world war. Fire crews and ambulances drive blindly because dispatch services are paralyzed. People stand on high-rise balconies, looking confusedly at dark streets without the internet. 12 hours pass, and global logistics come to a dead halt. Thousands of trucks on highways freeze because their navigation and digital waybills are unavailable. Supermarkets no longer receive fresh products from warehouses since inventory tracking was entirely digital. Kilometer-long queues form at fuel stations for gasoline paid for with cash. Drivers fight for the last pumps, realizing that tomorrow the fuel will run out completely. 15 hours pass, and the first neighborhoods begin to go dark in major cities. Smart power grid management systems tied to cloud servers lose control. Automation shuts down substations to prevent large-scale equipment accidents. Hospitals switch to backup generators, but fuel supplies are running low. Surgeons stop scheduled operations, praying that life support machines do not shut down. 18 hours pass, and the night world plunges into an eerie, unnatural silence. There is no longer the bright advertising of shopping centers, glowing signs, and glowing social media windows. The streets are illuminated only by dim streetlights and the headlights of randomly moving cars. Crime grows exponentially. Surveillance cameras no longer transmit signals. Looters smash the windows of elite stores, knowing the police will not arrive soon. Law and order, which relied on digital control, are bursting at the seams. 21 hours pass, and panic is replaced by a heavy, oppressive numbness. People sit in the dark of their apartments by candlelight, feeling completely cut off from the universe. What united humanity into a single global organism, the information field, has disappeared. Every person finds themselves locked in their tiny local world. No one knows what is happening in the neighboring city, country, or on another continent. The 24th hour arrives, exactly 24 hours of absolute digital isolation. During these short hours, we manage to see the fragility of our technological paradise. We realize that civilization rested on the thinnest web of cables and servers. As soon as this web tore, animal instincts took over reason. But what would happen if this glitch lasted not for a day, but for a whole week? It is terrifying to think about because water supplies in cities would dry up by the third day. Sewage treatment systems would stop, and the threat of epidemics would begin in megacities. We have become so used to delegating survival to machines that we have forgotten basic self-sufficiency. Modern human beings in the wild or without technology are vulnerable creatures, and this real-life experiment showed us the price of our digital dependence. Every application, every messenger, and every cloud has made us weaker with each passing year. We voluntarily handed the keys to our world over to invisible data centers, and now we tremble in the dark at the mere thought that they might not turn back on. Look at your phone lying on the table right now. It's not just a piece of glass and metal, it's your leash in the modern world. Without it, you are blind, deaf, and cut off from all your social ties and finances. Have we really become slaves to the technologies we created for freedom? This question hangs in the air of every disconnected home on the planet. But the internet will be brought back up sooner or later. Engineers will fix the cables and servers. The world will return to its usual rhythm, screens will light up, notifications will sound. People will stare into displays again, forgetting this 24-hour nightmare like a bad dream. Or will they not forget? Will this collective scar remain in our memory? Most likely no. We get used to comfort and safety too quickly. We will continue to blindly trust the wires stretched across the ocean floors, without wondering that the off button is not in our hands at all. Humanity continues to build its Tower of Babel out of terabytes of data. And every floor of this tower makes our fall more and more inevitable and dangerous. We will continue exploring the underside of our fragile digital world in upcoming issues, because behind every convenience lies a hidden threat to all of humanity. Do not let algorithms completely control your perception of reality. Learn to disconnect voluntarily in time before a disaster does it for you. Maintain critical thinking and the ability to survive outside the network coverage area, because true human strength lies within oneself, not in internet speed. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the continuation. See you on the other side of the network.